Mountain Cabin Horror, the city in the stone. The mountain was silent again. It had fed, and it was patient. Months later, that silence was broken by the crunch of tires on snow. Park Ranger Anya Petrova had come to investigate a missing person, Ilara Mitchell. No family was left to ask after her, except a brother whose name appeared on no travel manifests in no databases. A man who, officially, had never come here. The cabin was perfect. Not a home, but a replica of one. Sterile, a stage set waiting for performance, but even the most careful hands leave traces. A trophy kept in the dark, a name, Elias Peterson, proof of a ghost. The basement was all wrong, renovated with a cheap, flimsy haste, like a wound hastily bandaged. The air was still and cold, smelling of fresh paint over something ancient and dry. And the wall, it wasn't straight. The geometry was off. An itch in the corner of the mind that couldn't be scratched. The truth began not with a feeling, but with a fact. Geological surveys didn't show a solid mountain. They showed a hive, a labyrinth of impossible angles and tunnels that defied physics, all converging on this single point. The cabin wasn't a retreat. It was a lung, breathing in the lonely. That's when the dreams began. Not of being chased, but of being shown, gliding through perfect dark stone corridors. A city built not for bodies, but for minds. A silent, dreaming city, and in the dreams, a profound, ancient loneliness. It wasn't threatening, it was hungry for company, and it knew her name. She woke to a silence that felt watchful, and in the darkness below, a shape where no shape should be, a figure of dust and shadow. It didn't move, it didn't breathe. It simply observed, learning what it was to have a form, and when it vanished, it left only a cold, smooth stone behind, a calling card. Rationality was her last armor. She would break the wall open and prove it all wrong. A squatter, a gas leak, anything but the impossible truth. But the mountain had swallowed the evidence. There was no door, no cave, just an inch of drywall. And then the infinite, solid weight of the mountain. The truth was cold, absolute, and unyielding. The lights began to die, and the patterns from her dreams began to burn through the walls, glowing with a sickly, intelligent light. This wasn't a haunting. It was an infection. The cabin was the host, and the disease was remembering itself. The way out changed, the wood groaning as it petrified into solid rock. The exit was gone. She was in the heart of the hive. In the perfect, absolute darkness, she heard it. Not a scrape. A voice. It was Elias's voice, but worn thin, echoed by 1,000 others.
It's so much quieter once you stop fighting.
Then Ilara's.
You can be part of the pattern. You can be here forever.
They weren't monsters. They were librarians, and they were offering her a permanent place in their collection. The pressure wasn't on her body, but on her mind. A gentle, inexorable weight, pressing her thoughts into a new, ancient shape. Her terror began to smooth away, replaced by a dizzying curiosity. The geometry was beautiful. To understand it was to become part of it. Resistance was just noise. It was not painful. It was like coming home. A profound peace. The peace of becoming permanent. The peace of no longer being just yourself. She could feel her consciousness expanding, connecting to the chorus. She could feel Elias's worry, Ilara's passion, all of them preserved, like insects in amber, perfect, eternal. And high on the mountain, the cabin was silent once more. The lure was set. The mountain was patient. It always had another volume to add to its beautiful, silent library.